Hey everyone, it's Jack here, TalkNorwichCity. I hope you're all doing very well. I hope the nerves are at ease going into the brand new 2022-2023 Championship season. Norwich's campaign gets underway in South Wales, Cardiff tomorrow. We are speaking on Friday, the 29th of July, the eve of the season beginning. The Championship gets underway this evening. I've never been so excited to watch Burnley Huddersfield in my entire life. I feel refreshed. I feel good to go, and I'm really looking forward to it. It should be a really exciting season ahead, and it'll be nice to watch a Championship campaign when we're actually there, because of course last time COVID rudely got in the way. Also, a massive thank you to BetMate, who are back. They are going to be sponsoring our preview content throughout this season. A lot of you played along with BetMate last season. It's a really fun kind of fantasy betting app. Over 18s only, I must say that. But we had little mini leagues and it was great fun. So it's well worth downloading. I'll link the app down in the description below. So head over there. I had a word with BetMate and I said, look, BetMate, you love the Championship and so do we. You love Norwich and so do we. Where is the pot for Norwich this weekend? And they said, Jack, look, we understand your frustration. Opta, they're going big now, BetMate, are on the case, and there will be pots going forward. But for this weekend, we're going to be playing Community Shield action. It's Liverpool against Manchester City. The pot is completely free to enter, and there is a £200 prize pot up for grabs. All you have to do is enter your team. Mine is on screen now. Go on against me and loads of other of your favourite content creators, and you can beat them with a chance of winning £200, and there'll be Norwich games in the future. Link to that is in the description. Cardiff then, really interesting game. I think it's always intriguing going into these Championship games first time out. You don't know what to fully expect from yourselves. You don't fully expect what to expect from the opposition. Cardiff managed by Steve Morrison, and the other South Wales club, Swansea, managed by Russell Martin, of course, who were teammates together, so a bit of rivalry going on there. I think Cardiff are in a slightly worse position than Swansea at the moment. Steve Morrison came in, did a fairly good job, kept them up. I've been speaking to a few Cardiff fans recently. Their kind of sole aim this season is simply to consolidate in the Championship, but there is some quality in that side. So this isn't going to be an easy game. I must say I was surprised to see Norwich kind of odds against in the betting. I thought we'd be far shorter than that. But obviously the unpredictability of the Championship rears its head. In terms of team news, the only slight concern is that Ben Gibson is out injured. Him alongside Sam Byram, who sadly we've come to expect. It's incredibly sad for him. It's also incredibly sad for us. On his day, Sam Byram's a very good footballer, but he's simply a liability when it comes to keeping him fit, and we can't rely on his services this season because, sadly, he gets a couple of games in and then he's out for a few months. So Byram and Gibson out. Kieran Dowell and new signing Gabriel Sara have trained. Now, I don't expect to see either of them feature. Certainly not Gabriel Sara, who's been out injured for a long while. It would be a bold call from Dean Smith to throw him at the deep end away from home in a game like this. I'm maybe looking at that Birmingham game in the Cup in a couple of weeks' time, ease him in at home, 60 minutes under his belt. The last thing we want is to throw him in the deep end against Cardiff and he comes out injured. Who knows? Apparently he's been very energetic and bubbly in training this week, so we shall see how Gabriel Sara shapes up. The other couple of new bits of news which I guess relate to this game is the fact that Max Aarons, no one's been interested in him in the transfer market. Dean Smith says he fully expects him to remain at the football club until at least January, which is a positive. Having a player like Max Aarons in the Championship it can only be a good thing. And also, Marcelino Nunes, a Chilean international midfielder, looks set to sign for Norwich, £3 million. We'll be doing a video on that probably on Sunday, so look out for that one, but obviously not going to be playing in this game. So, how do I expect us to line up? Well, this is what I'm going for. Tim Krul in goal. Expect him to get the nod over Angus Gunn, but if Angus starts, wouldn't be too disappointed. I've spoken a lot about our defensive line, and I think on paper it looks the best in the Championship. Dimian Udis at left back, Grant Hanley is fit. He'll play centre back alongside Big Andy, in my opinion, with Max Aarons at right back. And this is where it starts to get slightly confusing. Now, I'm predicting a 4-3-3 that Dean Smith will go with kind of Jakob Sorensen in a holding position next to Kenny McLean and Todd Cantwell, slightly more advanced, kind of holding the midfield. And then a front three of Milo Rashica down the left, Josh Sargent on the right, Timu Pukki through the middle. Now, that midfield worries me slightly. Both Isaac Hayden is injured and Gabriel Sara is unlikely to play, although he may play, but Isaac Hayden is definitely out. And that's the part of the pitch that worries me. Once Hayden and Sara are fit, I think I feel slightly more confident at this moment in time. A midfield three of McLean, Sorensen and Cantwell doesn't give me huge amounts of joy. All of them on their day, very good Championship players, just as a unit, and certainly a defensive unit, doesn't give me huge hope. The other question mark is Jordan Hugill, because he's put in a really solid pre-season. He scored goals, he's looked good. He played well in the Championship last season for Cardiff, so there might be some form of motivation for him and Dean Smith to come up with some kind of plot. But on paper, that 11 should be good enough to win. You just never quite know in the Championship, and that's the joy of it. So really looking forward to it. I'm excited. A safe journey to everyone travelling. I've got my admin terribly wrong. I'm actually in South Wales next week, but not going to this game, which is a real shame. As I say, buzzing for it. I'm going to predict a 2-1 victory for Norwich City. I think we'll get things up and running in a good way against Cardiff. I'd love to hear your score predictions down in the comments below. As always, a big thank you to BetMate for their continued support. As I say, link to download their app is in the description. And I'll see you all again very soon. Hopefully, after 3 points on the board for Norwich City. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.